You ever purchase something, whether it be from Amazon or Target, you get it in your hands, you mess with it for a little bit, and then you immediately, without even having the thing for more than like 5 seconds, regret it. It's basically what buying this figure was.
Kind of.
For those who are unaware, this is the Mcfarlane Mortal Kombat 11. See what I did there? You son of a bitch! And if you're wondering, Coco, it's Mcfarlane. Why did you buy this toss? Well, this is why. You have Kabal on the side there, looking badass. You have you don't have Kabal. On the bottom, words, things, barcode stuff. This is just... On the top is literally the same thing. And on the back, you have this amazing shot of Kabal. He looks badass.
You get it.
This box is pretty damn cool. Too bad it's fucking clickbait. And then we have Kabal proper, which is... Oh boy! You guys think Flames is bad?
I want to die.
Well, I'm willing to kind of excuse Flames, because Flames he's a knockoff, right? He's a knockoff of Furno and Nex at the same time. The parts don't work whatsoever. They feel like sandpaper. And to top it all off, the headpiece, actually all the pieces in that figure are prone to breaking. Like, matter of fact, I think... Well, actually, I got something that perfectly exemplifies my... exemplification. This sucks! It looks pretty standard for a Hero Factory arm, right? Right?
My goodness.
God, I swear this wasn't intentional, but this thing is so loose that... Fuck! Whatever they used to get this in the state it's in, it's fucking abysmal, dude. Like, see, look, hang on. Fucking... It's not looking. Look at it! Look at it! I don't really have anything else to say. This is trash. What makes me so aggravated about Kabal, on the other hand, is that this is an officially licensed Mortal Kombat 11 figure. As far as I understand, he's a bounty hunter. And in the game of Mortal Kombat 11, he's actually on the side of evil. Which doesn't surprise me, because he was that way for basically every other iteration. And in his current appearance, he sports... actually a pretty impressive outfit. I just realized that he's kind of leaning back. And no matter what your opinions are of Mortal Kombat 11, I personally really like it. I bet you my life savings dog sick would be better than this figure.
What the fuck is this?
Because one, I should have paid attention to this, but one, it's by Mcfarlane. So, there's that red flag. And I didn't point this out at the time of recording that, which was a couple weeks ago at this point. But if you can see right there, you will notice that his leg is actually not molded correctly. What I could probably do is I could move this out of the leg piece. That's not normal. And I cannot do that on the other leg. With this one, it's practically coming out of the socket already. Seriously though. I don't care if this is for some sort of fatality-esque ability thing that this figure miraculously has. If you don't know who Mcfarlane is, they were responsible for some of the FNAF Lego sets, including this toss. And now we actually have a figure to go off of. Let me tell you, my feelings on this are mixed, but mostly negative. Let's get him off this stand real quick and talk about it real quick, though. It's pretty basic. It's literally just a disc. Their foot plugs into this little peg right here. As Mortal Kombat trademark, printed nicely right there. It spins if you want it to spin, and that's basically it for the base. Kabal, on the other hand, well, let's talk about probably the most egregious thing about this goddamn figure. His hands. They're not fun to deal with, especially with these hook blades. He holds them with an iron grasp, which I guess is good if you want to pose this guy. But it's not when you're trying to get these goddamn baby plastic things out of his hands! And I'm not kidding. Once I got these out of the box, they were crooked as shit. I could probably put them in like a press or something and just like flatten these out, but I don't want to do that because this, I've been throwing this word around a lot, but this is toss. It's made of this softer, bendy-ish plastic, which if you don't know, that's to prevent little Timmy from poking his eye out. And even then, this is sharp as shit. Little Timmy's gonna poke his eye out regardless of what material this is made out of. And if he jams this shit in his eye, he's probably gonna have a hard time getting it out because it's just gonna tug and fuck.
Alright, that might not actually happen, but you get my point! This thing fucking hurts!
Yeah! And don't worry, the other hook blade is exactly the same, so yeah. Fuck that noise. And when we actually get to the figure itself, Kabal himself doesn't fare that much better. For one, his mask is yeah, you can kind of see it. Some parts of him are also made of that soft, bendy-ish plastic, which I guess for the mask, it makes sense. Because those are hoses, not metal bars. And then for parts like this hand here, they aren't. They're just spikes. And they will cut the shit out of you. It actually kind of hurts to handle this figure. It's not fun. The joints are nice and stiff. But I don't want to pose him out of fear of cutting myself. Jeez, this thing is sharp. I've heard from Hobby the Jong, wait, that's not right, that a good indicator of a bootleg is a loose waist piece. I did that very same test, and I mean, kind of. But even then, it's not that bad. It still allows for the high kicks. Kind of. Come on, I thought you were fucking acrobat. What the hell's going on? Can move back. Not that far, because that doesn't make sense for anatomy purposes. Like I said, the joints are nice and stiff. We have a nice ball joint at the head. We have a nice swivel kind of deal at the arm. Double bend at the elbow. Side to side-ish at the wrist. And if you rotate the peg, if you don't cut yourself first, you get some up and down. You can't see that. Up and down. There's a bicep swivel. There's a whole bunch of ball joints in the torso, which allows for an arcing back. Kind of. And a crunch. Kind of. You have the aforementioned leg pose ability. Double bend at the knee. There's no ankle pivot, but it's sculpted in a way that simulates it. If you don't know, Transformers, Hasbro also does this technique. You do get a swivel at the foot, though, and some toe. Maybe a little too much toe. But for someone that's supposed to run at supersonic speeds with hook blades, as he's trying to give you what's basically sandpaper maxed up to max, with his tiny ass feet he can't stand. That's why you get the base. Or you could also do what I did and get this stand. This is literally something I also got at Target. Thought it would help. Kinda doesn't. But this is a NECA stand. It does this. Then this kind of just sits in there like that. I snapped it because I'm an idiot, but it sits there like that. You can open it, and it basically clips around wherever you want it to. But I don't want to, because this guy isn't fun to handle. It hurts to handle him. In addition to the crooked-ass hook blades, which, okay, fine. If you're gonna make it out of that material, some things are gonna happen, and it's just whatever. But this, it's not necessarily made of the same material, but it's thicker, and it's less prone to bending. This probably isn't the best example of it, because the piece is... but make it out of a better material that does still have some give, but at the same time isn't flimsy as shit. Like, seriously, I could wear one of those hook blades. I could wear one of those goddamn hook blades as a ring. They're so flexible. I didn't want to showcase that because I bend them out of proportion even more. But you get it! This figure sucks! Jesus Christ! You know, it just occurred to me. Maybe instead of buying this rubbish, I could actually review something that was absolutely worth my time